Yo, what's good, people? Unless you're literally Patrick Star, been living under a rock. You know that 9.2 recently dropped. I got the 100% rewards here. We're going to be opening a couple 7-star crystals, a Titan crystal, and I'll be taking my third 7-star up to rank 4. And I think the champion that I do rank up is going to surprise a lot of people. You all know I'm a filthy Battlegrounds addict, right? I have a serious case of Battlegrounds brain rot. And the champion I do decide to rank up is a great champion for Battlegrounds, criminally underrated. But a lot of people don't think he is. A lot of people don't associate this champion with Battlegrounds. But I'll talk about this a little later on in the video. For now, we gotta open up these crystals. I chose Mystic from my 7-star class crystal selector because I desperately need a Kushala. I'm just so sick of banning her in Battleground. She's too fast, too versatile to leave her open whilst I don't have her. Unfortunately though, we get more SIGs on Destroyer, which is completely balls, completely useless. Didn't need that whatsoever. Throw that in the bin like, bro. What am I going to do with more SIGs on Destroyer? SIG 20 is too much. My Destroyer is actually at rank 2. To be fair to him, some metas, on very rare occasions, he can be a good defender, but it's few and far between. You know, he's like a good defender in Battlegrounds every 1 out of 10 metas. We got a Relic Nexus crystal here, a 6-star one, which I didn't even know they did these. Was hoping for a new relic because I still don't have the 4 one. I think that's the only 6-star one I'm missing right now. But now we get more 6 on Juggernaut, which is fine. Now we got some basic 7-star crystals, and out of here again, I want Kushala. There are a few champions I don't have though, like White Magneto. First time dupe on White Tiger would have been fantastic. But now we get more 6 on Spider-Punk, which I'm not thrilled about. I'm not too mad about it though. He's a pretty good champion and he does get a nice benefit the higher his SIG is. I'm not really using him right now though. He is at rank 2. Maybe I'll rank 3 him in the future. Probably not though, to be honest. There are just too many good science champions. And then we get a brand new Twink Star, which, yeah, okay, it's a new champion. I mean, it may be an ass champion, but it is a new champion, so I guess I'll take it. I would have much preferred a White Magneto. I don't think I have Adam Warlock either, so he would have been great as well. First time dupe on like White Tiger, Immortal Hulk. There's a lot of first time dupes I'm missing. I'll have to have a look at my roster later because I can't remember them all off the top of my head. But now it's Titan Crystal time, and there's 3 champions I'm looking for out of this. From my least wanted to most wanted: Dazzler dupe, Gentle, and Armin Zola. I desperately need a Zola, bro. He's such a good defender for Battlegrounds. He's basically that type of defender where you either have him or you have to ban him. So yeah, desperately want him. Oh, I would have also liked a Rintra dupe as well. My Rintra is unduped rank 3 at the moment, so getting a first time dupe on him would be nice. But now, bro, we get the new Falcon, who is literally the definition of mid. How do you make 3 Falcons and they're all mid? This champion actually pisses me off. His existence annoys me because he's not quite bad enough of a champion for me to fully hate, but he's not good enough of a champion to use or rank. There's literally no reason to use this champion over any other Science 7-star like Titania, Spider-Ham, Silk. I could go on. He's the definition of mid and he needs an update. He needs a little something more, some extra damage, maybe another piece of utility, just something, man. Give him something. I can't lie, man, that crystal opening was kind of balls. I didn't really get anything good out of that, but now it's time for the rank ups. Who am I taking to rank 4? It's definitely not Chee'ilth, but I am taking her from rank 1 all the way to rank 3. Another champion that's pretty underrated for Battlegrounds. I fought a couple cheese on BG's defense recently and she can stall out the match, man. You can't parry her, you can't even block her unless you're using a bleed immune, otherwise you're going to take a bunch of bleed damage, and her special attacks take so long. The animations take forever. I know that doesn't sound important, but for Battlegrounds it is. It just stalls out the match on defense so much longer, can get you so many more wins, and she's pretty good on attack as well. She's not the best attacker, not the fastest attacker in the game by any means, but if you can bleed your opponent, she does do really good damage, especially against Gamma defenders like Deathless Thanos, for example. She can nuke that matchup in around 60 seconds. On top of that, she can counter unstoppable. So yeah, she's pretty cool. Think it's finally time I take her to rank 3. I was actually one of the first people to ever get Chee'ilth, because everyone who went to the Battle Realm Brawl got a version of her. This was before 7-star rank 3s was even a thing, so I got a 6-star version of her. So I've known she was a pretty good champion for a while. I just never got round to ranking her up. But my next rank 3 is a champion you really wouldn't expect to be good for Battlegrounds, and he's not on attack, but he's a pretty solid defender. As you can imagine, he has one of the biggest health pools in the game. Combine that with his immortality, and that just makes him so chunky on defense. And the reason he's so good on defense for this BG's meta specifically is his regeneration rate cannot be reversed. This means you cannot reverse any healing this champion gets, and champions like Leader, Anti-Venom, Sandman are really strong this BG's meta. They can nuke so many matchups by reversing the regen, but he can't do that against Immortal Hulk. So he's a very strong defender for the current Battlegrounds meta, basically. And you know, he's really fun outside of Battlegrounds as well. If you're ever doing questing, or if I'm ever doing event quest, which I never do, but hey, in case I ever do want to do it, I've got a rank 3 Immortal Hulk there to run through it. I mean, I'll probably just use Juggernaut either way, but yeah, he's there if I want to use him, and he's a pretty cool champion. But now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Who am I taking to rank 4? As a Battlegrounds player, the best options for me would be Onslaught or Deathless Thanos. But if you know me, if you've been watching my channel, you know I don't want to rank up those champions because they're boring. Literally everyone else already has them at rank 4, and I can't really make interesting content around them. I would much rather rank up a unique champion that's also good. Possibly my favorite champion in the game, Nova. Man, you have no idea how tempting it was just to press that rank up button. Nova's my favorite champion in the entire game, but everyone knows this. I do not want him getting banned every single Battlegrounds match, so I decided to go with the emo boy Null. A lot of people associate this guy with Everest content, but nah, believe me when I tell you, he is one of the most underrated dual threats in the entire game for Battlegrounds. He gets me so many wins in Battlegrounds, especially on defense. The nice thing is about Null, he's a cosmic champion that doesn't really have any buffs, so your average mystic nukes don't really nuke him, especially Juggernaut. You can't really use Juggernaut against Null without going to a special 3 first, because all those non-damaging debuffs shuts off Juggy's gem. So Juggy does not nuke Null whatsoever, and a lot of the mystic nukes like Chavez, Kushala, Null doesn't have any buffs to take advantage of. So whilst yeah, these champions can do him pretty decently, they don't nuke him like they nuke other cosmic defenders. Not to mention how tanky he actually is. A lot of people don't grasp it because he synergizes with the Inequity Mastery, and what this does is for each debuff on the opponent, you reduce their attack rating by 2% up to a maximum of 36% damage reduction. And keep in mind, this works on defense as well. So if you're fighting against the Null in Battlegrounds against someone who's running 3 out of 3 Inequity, you have 36% reduction in your damage. That's why he's crazy tanky. On top of that, he has a pretty big health pool, and he reduces your combat power rate, which means he makes it slower for you to throw your special attacks, which obviously just prolongates the fight even further. He's one of the most underrated, tankiest defenders in the entire game, as well as being underrated on attack, and I will be making a showcase for this guy. I'll have that out as soon as possible, so I hope you're all looking forward to that. I can't wait to open up everyone's eyes to Null. I think once I get this video out, we're going to see a lot more Battlegrounds players rank him up. But yeah, that's it. See you in the next one.